Hey guys and girls, thumbs up from me, just a quick one. I'm visiting my friend Lily, just making sure she's okay. Remember to think about your neighbours, remember to think about the elderly, and I'm wearing full kit, which includes the shoe covers. Okay, I don't want to be taking any nasties when I go and visit my good friend Lily. Got the hand gloves, glasses, of course the FFP3, and we're just going to go and see Lily now. Hello Lily, how are you?
Commander.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay, just 1 second. I'm making sure that I don't bring any nasties to you. So I've got everything on, the gloves. I've got even got the shoe covers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want to bring anything to you.
No, it's too bad.
Hello Sinbad. Sinbad the cat. Here's a quick update for the cat. He's no longer running away. Hello Sinbad. Look at you looking beautiful. Meow. It's me, Costa. He can hear me, but he's like, what's he got a funny face mask for? How are you, Lily?
Well, I can say I am alright, but
What do you think about all this virus stuff?
Oh my God. It's scary.
Scary.
Scary. Yeah,
You know,
the doctor warned me, he said, don't go out.
No, you mustn't go out.
Because he came in to give me the injection. He said, don't go out. So I don't go out.
Okay,
But
so
then if I go out, I fell down.
you fall down. You didn't break the pavement, did you?
No. I'm not
Okay, let's go inside. Hello, Sinbad. Look at you, big boy. Come on in. So, even though it's a sunny day outside, everyone's having to live with the virus.
Oh my goodness.
And you know, we're going to get through it, Lily.
That is going to end on these things.
When is it going to end?
Yeah, but how did it come?
Well, they reckon it came from a Chinese market where,
From there it come here.
well, you see people travelling on aeroplanes and stuff like that. You know, people travel to go on aeroplanes and they didn't catch it in time. But that's what they say. I mean, who knows, you know,
Yeah.
they could have done it themselves. Just to...
Well, they eat a lot of animal in China. The
Yes.
dog and that, the baby.
Have you ever been to China?
No,
No.
no.
So they eat cats.
Yes, my friend, she went in China with the husband. They say it's horrible. Yeah.
They're not very hygienic. Well, I thought I'd just come and see you
Come here, sit down.
and check on you.
Thank you.
Check on Sinbad. He's looking well fed. Big boy, Sinbad. Meow. So yeah. Okay. So it's good to see you, Lily.
Thank you.
You know you're going to be okay.
I know.
You've been through the wars,
Yeah,
so this should be nothing for you.
it's more than for me.
You remember when you was in Italy and you worked for Himmler, you told me.
Oh yeah.
How long did you work for Himmler?
3 years.
You worked for 3 years for Himmler.
And then there is another one. I forget. That one, it was terrible. Even them, these people, they was afraid of him.
What? It's not Was that Hitler?
No, it was another one.
Even
Worse than Hitler.
worse than Hitler.
Oh my God. He chopped it off the head to everyone for nothing.
He chopped their heads off.
Yeah.
And this guy was what? A soldier?
He was in a German uniform.
German uniform. And he was worse than Himmler and worse than Hitler.
Hitler, he wasn't very nasty, you know,
In your experience.
my experience. Because it was what happened. one day we had some food. And this food, I don't know what's the matter. We've been very sick. All of girl, you know.
All the maids.
The cleaner, yeah.
All the cleaners, yeah.
So, this Himmler and him, the other one, they were stunned. They say, what happened? What happened? So they went in the kitchen, and there was some other man, dead man. They saw the food, it was for the German. They put something. So instead, someone served it for us. They don't know what happened. And we were so sick for 2 or 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah. And then they found the culprits. The three men. They took it away. I think they shot them.
They shot him.
All 3.
Okay. So, where did you work with Himmler? Which country?
In Milan.
In Milan. Milano.
Milan.
So you worked for Himmler with other girls, and you was
We are in 12 girls.
12 girls.
Yeah. Himmler, he had an apartment, a 2nd floor. Then there is another one. It was not bad. It was nice. This was nice. It was family. It was on the 4th floor. I remember at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, he got tea. He came to his flat. He had a big cake. He gave me half cake, a cup of tea. It was nice, man. He, in a broken Italian, he told me he had a wife and 3 children. He said, I miss it so much. He said, I don't know why there is a war. He said, what they expect, the Germany. They got a nice country, but why?
Yes.
I didn't say anything because...
Was that Himmler?
No.
That was another... Do you remember his name?
Because there was about 30 men.
30 officers.
Yeah. He was a little bit old, but he was nice. He was very nice, this man. He feels so sorry. She said, I'm so sorry we are in this condition.
Yes.
We don't have to be like that.
And what was Himmler like?
Oh, very hard, very hard. But I can't say nothing because to me, it was good morning, good evening, that's it.
But you made him tea, you prepared food for him.
Yeah, 4 o'clock we have to make tea, to make what they want.
Yes.
That's it.
And
in the night, there is 7 o'clock supper. This, well, I can't say nothing about them because to me they were nice.
And did you do Himmler's cleaning?
Yeah.
And all the other officers?
Yeah. Oh, well, we have to clean the flat, to washing up, to ironing, no washing, ironing, because there is a place where all the men, they go downstairs and washing themselves. We ironing. And sometimes they give us a tea. But, you know, the men, they were better than the women. The women, they were such awful, so hard, so stupid. They think they own the place.
So the women...
The women, they're the worst.
What, were they soldiers, the women? Or
Well,
were they the wives of the soldiers?
No, I don't know.
Oh, they were soldiers, or secretaries, or something like that?
No, I was separate. No, there is no husband for this. There was a husband, but he wasn't there. They were a fascist.
Fascist.
These women, yeah.
So, do you remember what year that was?
No.
Was that like 1943?
Maybe.
44? 45?
No 45, no 44, no 43. Early than that.
42? Something around them years.
40 about.
Right. And you know, and how long did you work for Himmler, did you say?
I worked for nearly 3 months.
3 months. And you said you met Hitler.
Yeah. I talked with Hitler.
You spoke with him.
Yeah, because I was coming in to start the job. And suddenly I hear, poof, the button, he got a big button, metal button, he come off. He went on the floor, he make a noise, eh? I said, oh. So this man...
So Hitler's button fell off?
I don't know what he was saying in Germany. And then he started to laugh. Then he took this and they went in the office. But I can't say anything about it. It was very nice to me, to us.
Okay. Did you also do cleaning for Hitler?
Hitler stayed a few hours in the apartment, but then he was going maybe with his wife or something. No, it wasn't his wife. They lived together.
Ah.
She was a nice lady, very nice. Very educated.
Hitler's mistress?
Mistress, yeah.
You don't remember her name?
No, I don't. Something something. I saw just about 5 minutes, no more.
Okay.
Because she never come. She stay more the part very further the Milan. She was very nice.
So did you actually fix Hitler's button?
Yeah.
Oh, you fixed his button?
Yeah.
It fell on the floor and it made a noise?
Yeah. I say, I swear, I learned this swear in Germany.
Hitler. Sorry guys. Oh, maybe I will just leave that in the video. So Hitler's button fell on the floor. He swore.
Yeah. He said,
excuse me.
I look, he laughed.
Okay.
So I say, could I put the button? Oh, it's okay. So he took the jacket and I put the button on. And that's it.
So you worked for Himmler, you worked for Hitler.
I work for everybody.
You worked for everybody,
yeah,
okay. And do you remember a man called Von Braun?
Oh, there are so many. Von Dukas.
Von Dukas.
Von Torres. Von Auklau, something like that. He was very rich, this Von Auklau. He owned half the Germany. But he was very stupid.
Okay.
Very stupid. It wasn't a man. No, he hasn't got much on the brain, that man. The way he behaved with the women. The women, they are stupid. They don't do nothing. They make cake all the time. All day cake for them. And the evening, 4 o'clock, they get the cake. In the evening, they got a big dinner. Servula. You know servula?
No.
Servula, they are sausage big like that.
Right.
Like that. Servula with potato salad.
Okay.
And then they got the sweet, the fruit, and then they drink a lot, the women. When they drink, they are so stupid.
That's like most people.
They shout, they laugh.
Hitler was shouting and laughing?
No.
Not Hitler. The other soldiers. What about Himmler?
No, he was very severe, very no nice man, but I can say nothing because he never say nothing, he never done anything. Only we leave at 9 o'clock in the night. He said to me, in Germany, if you go, yeah, he said, well, that's it.
Right. So you worked for 3 months for them. You saw Hitler. You fixed Hitler's button. You saw other officers. You don't remember von Braun.
No, no.
Did you ever see any priests?
Any?
Priest, like Catholic priests?
No.
And do you know who the Jesuits are?
Mhm.
You never heard of the Jesuits?
No, no.
So this was going on. Was this during the war? It was during the war, and you went home.
Yeah.
So you didn't live in
At
that.
9 o'clock I went home. Then there was some common shooting. So one soldier, he was a soldier, this one he was in uniform. He said, I take you home. So with the car, a big car, a lorry for the Germans. I put me and my friend, because my friend, she stayed next to me, my street. He took us home. And they start with the cannon, bam, bam, bam.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow, you heard the cannons.
yeah, yeah. And so he took us home. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Was you scared?
No.
You wasn't scared.
No, I wasn't scared.
But you can hear the cannons.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. And so you didn't live in that building. You went home.
Yeah.
And was you a large family,
Oh,
or did you live alone?
no, with my mom.
You
my
lived with your
my
mum
brother,
and
my
your
father.
and your dad. Oh, you lived. So you lived in Milan,
Yeah,
near to where you worked for Hitler.
yeah.
And
It was
for-
further. It take about half an hour to go to.
Do you remember what it was called? Where you lived?
No,
You can't remember.
no. It's
But it was in Milan,
Milan, yeah, in the outside Milan.
outside Milan.
Yeah, the new was a very tall building, new, right? They took all the people out, all out, and they took this house.
So this is where the officers were staying.
Yeah,
And okay, so you lived with your family, and what was it like during the war? Was there much food?
not much food. No, we have small quantity of butter, to bread.
Rice?
Yeah, rice. But rice, my people, they live in Pavia. And once they, I think every Tuesday they come into Milan and they bring the rice because they got the rice field
Right.
where they was living.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about fruits and vegetables?
Well, it was with the coupon. It wasn't much.
You had a coupon, like rations.
Oh yeah, about yes.
What was the coupon?
Well, it was very poor. They give just a piece of meat like that.
And
2 eggs each. for
2 eggs.
family.
2 eggs for the whole family.
No, each for
Each.
for-
And is that for a week? Is that for a week?
No, I don't know. I don't know. And, I didn't eat egg. My family don't eat egg. I didn't eat egg. I didn't care. Then were the corn. You know the corn.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, you toast it. You roast it. This we eat a lot of this.
A lot of corn.
Lot of corn.
Okay, so
And we have the book with the coupon. They never give. Well, some they can give you extra, but you give extra money.
right.
Yeah. But then on the day I was eating over there with these people, with the German.
Oh, you was eating in the same place as you was working.
Yeah, not the same place, the same room.
Not the same
But,
dining room. You had
no.
your separate
Yeah.
dining room.
Yeah, and we have a woman. It was Italia, but she was nice, nice person. She know how to cook. She make minestrone, spaghetti.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, 3 times a week. And otherwise, we have what they call it? Something no, like servola, sausage, long like that.
Yes.
Very thin, like 4 each, with potato
Oh.
salad, potato salad, with beetroot.
Okay.
That was good.
So when you went home, did you still hear the cannons?
No,
Just near where Hitler's,
yeah.
where the office, where
yeah,
Himmler and
then
Hitler's office,
Sometimes the cannoning in the night,
the cannon in
very, very,
what near your house,
yeah, yeah.
and you can hear it.
Yeah, because it was so noisy, so strong. I saw he must have put up something, I don't know, like a bomb in the air. I don't know what they done. But
So you
anyway,
heard the bombing.
the next day, I saw so many people were talking about it. They didn't know what's happened. But then after that, when we went working, we heard about it. They say they tried to because they got the, what you call it, the plane, Italian plane. There was, look around, they were looking, taking picture
Okay.
from downstairs. And then I think they start to use the gun for each other. And we didn't know really what has happened. But there was no death, people. Only the plane, I think, on the tail is being
Shot.
shot, yeah.
So there was Italian aeroplanes and German aeroplanes. Was there
Yes,
and
yes.
British aeroplanes?
No,
So it was
No,
Italian
no.
and German aeroplanes,
German.
and they were bombing at night time.
Yeah, because
Or you heard bombing at night time.
yeah, it was about 3 o'clock, not 3 o'clock, 1 hour and a half, I think, yes, because I was up all night and I heard bim, bum, 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 what did I say so? There was this plane, Italian plane.
Okay.
And the German, they tried to shut it.
Right. So the Germans were trying to shoot the planes. So there must have been British planes.
No,
Or
nothing
American?
with no British. No. I don't know.
So
Could be even Italian. You never
No,
know.
because the Germans and the Italians were together.
Yeah, but sometime,
Oh, they were fighting each other.
yeah.
Oh.
And that's it. Then there was some bomb come down.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
my
you
house.
experienced bombing as well.
Yeah, my house on the corner, he come down.
Your house was bombed.
Yeah,
And
we will third floor, just a corner like that. He come down.
wow. And did you hear machine guns? Guns?
Well, gun there was more
Far away.
far away,
Right.
not in the city.
Okay, so
But you can hear it. You can see the fire. You can see the smoke.
wow, some hard times.
Uh,
And so you worked in their base or their office.
yeah,
You saw
yeah.
Himmler, you saw Hitler, you saw many
Yeah,
other
but this is
officers.
another one, I forgot the name. This one, he was very fat.
Fat guy.
When
Fat
he-
man.
When he walked, one day, I thought he was passed out. He sat down. He sat down. We enter. When we enter, there is a long couch and a chair like that. And this man, so I hold him. I took him. I sit down in there, and with this, his sweat was sweating. Oh my God! I said, what happened? So in the meantime, someone come. I don't know if it's a nurse, a woman. She come, and she was talking to him. And then I don't know. I went to work upstairs, but he was very fat, very.
So Himmler, Hitler,
Yeah.
a very fat man, a very rich officer,
Yeah.
and many other officers and women that wasn't so very nice.
Oh no.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so you live with your family. There was food coupons. Your house got bombed. You can hear bombing. So
Yeah.
it must have been. You must have been scared.
No, I wasn't scared.
You wasn't frightened.
No, because I don't know. Maybe because I was with these people working,
Right.
and they say, well, they won't harm me. I'm working for them.
Yes.
But anyway, there was a lot of bombing, a lot of house went down.
A lot of houses got bombed.
Yeah, even the what do you call it? What is the bell?
The church,
Tower, the bell tower.
the bell tower, got blown down. So because you work with so you're Italian, but you know you didn't you didn't support them.
No,
You didn't support the German. Obviously, you just had to do it.
we never
You
talk
had to-
about
yeah.
no.
You had to do it because it was a
Yeah.
job, and so
If they want something, they tell you, and you do it. You don't think twice.
so if
You say yes.
did you hear stories about people being shot
Yeah.
if they didn't do it?
No, it never happened.
Because you said one guy
Yeah.
you thought he got shot because
Yeah,
some
but-
poison was put in the food.
Yeah, but I couldn't detail properly what has happened because I pass, I see that, I stop, but they say to me, well, no. So I went.
Right. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
If there was something wrong, something be shot at him, you can stop.
yes. Yes.
You just
Walk on by. So, tell me a bit more about Hitler. So, you fixed his button. You met him.
Yeah.
You spoke with him.
yeah.
And what was he like?
I think a man, he was afraid.
He was afraid.
Yeah, because when he was talking, he mumbled. And the woman, he was touching me and said, "Oh, my child, Chasserly, no, what do you call it, coming? Church. Oh, Charlie, Sacharli, di Dalin, Sacharli." She say, in German. I say, don't worry. So she take him in another room. But he's not the man you can talk, when a conversation. There is no conversation in this case. But the man, he gave me the cake, so it was a conversation. He was so sad to be away. He said, I don't understand why there's this war.
This is the gentleman with his family and children.
He said he speak a little bit Italian, French, and he say, I can't understand.
Yeah, because war is very bad. Yeah, wars are very bad. You're away from your family.
And it was nice. I say, we talk about it. He said, I sit down next to him and he talk about the family, and I say to him, I speak German, French, because I couldn't speak proper German, and he speak French. I say, if you are afraid for the family, why you roll down to come here? I say, I did. They make me.
Yes.
They make the people do what they want. Yeah. That's it. I didn't
So the
say
German soldiers had to do what they were told.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to be there.
No.
And okay, so you fixed Hitler's button. You met him.
Yeah.
You saw him. He looked a bit scared.
Yeah.
He was with his wife, mistress, or whoever
Yes.
it was.
I got the mistress, and then I saw they got the car, and they go where they live. He wasn't living in there, outside. And they have a dog, nice dog. It's very sympathetic, this dog.
Did he? Was it a Labrador? Was it a golden colour?
No.
No, you can't remember.
It was a black
Hitler.
and brown.
Hitler had a black and brown dog.
Yeah. And Mitsu. The name is Mitsu.
You remember the name?
Yeah. I say, in the morning, when I go in the morning, Mitsu, he was there. The entrance was the entrance. I talked to him. I was the only one touched the dog in there. So sometime I have to do the place on the third floor. I have 7 rooms in there to do. And this dog, he come up. He stayed with me. But nobody say anything. And the men, when they come out, they laugh. He's saying, he like you. Some they were very nice. Some very rough, very nasty. They like to kill people. But
Were they SS soldiers? SS.
they all was, I say, the SS.
Right. They
All
all.
of
So
them.
they were the dangerous ones.
Yeah.
But some of them were okay. They had to do it. But some of them they enjoyed. They enjoyed killing people.
Yeah.
They wanted to kill people.
Yes, but they never kill people over there. Maybe because it's a city, they have to go maybe further down. Depend.
Yes.
But
Do you remember that? Do you remember that scarf you gave me?
yeah,
I just want to remind you, this is a scarf that Lily gave me, and it's got HF, the initials there,
yeah,
and if I give it to you,
is the.
this was Hitler's scarf, and
How
can
do
you?
you know?
Because you gave it to me and you told me it was Hitler's scarf, and you told me that
yeah.
can you tell me some more about the scarf?
Well, this scarf, the woman, I got this.
Yeah, it's got HF on it. Hellfruller.
Yeah.
And you told me a story how when he ran away, you took it.
Yeah, they ran away, see. Yeah.
The soldiers ran away.
Hitler, he had a severe cough.
Cough.
But one day he coughed and the blood come out.
Wow.
So I told to the lady, I said, lady, it happened like that in French because and she was so touched. She said, oh, very nice of you to. And they say, where is it? I say, it's behind the place. So she went in there. Was coughing, but the blood come out. So they called the doctor, because there is the doctor in between them.
Yes.
And I don't know what they talk about it. So they took him away. He went, they took him to his place where he lived, because he wasn't living in Pisa. Only when there is something to do for the place, but he never sleep in there. So one night, the same night, he had a fever, high fever. And the lady, she looking for hot water and some, for the dry, what do you call it, bath towel. I didn't know where to get the bath towel. But then there was another maid. I said, listen, do you know some bath towels? I said, yes, I got two in here. Could you let us? So she gave me this to the bath towel, and I gave it to this woman. Say, sorry, this. Oh, say thank you in Italian. And because this man, he was spitting blood.
Hitler.
Yeah.
Right.
He was very not healthy. He wasn't healthy.
Yes.
No. And she say, I told him not to aggravate his life, so that she shut the door. Yeah. And he always wear this.
He always wore that scarf.
Wore this scarf. Yeah. This all the one they got the initial.
So all the officers had this.
They got the initial.
This initial, and this is HF
Yeah.
for Hellfruller.
Yeah.
So this was Hitler's scarf.
Yeah.
And he always wore it.
Yeah.
What?
Because it was cold.
Because it was cold. Okay.
Oh.
So how did you get the scarf?
Because what happened? There was an alarm, and everybody moved quick. They went in the room, they dress up, and they come down. I say, where are they going? They start to run away. Because the war is finished. They couldn't stay there anymore.
Right.
And he got this scarf, and they ran away. He threw the scarf like that.
Who, Hitler?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
So you got everyone was running away.
Yeah.
And maybe because the British and the Americans were very close.
Yes,
and
that's it. They were everybody eating. And when the bell rang, they know what it was. Up, and it was up there, quick. They left the suitcase. They left so many things.
Wow.
So many things.
And you managed to get Hitler's scarf.
Yeah.
So what? He threw it.
He threw it the tie. He got the tie. He threw this. He would. He had a whistle in there. I had a whistle. I brought it at home, the whistle. And they threw away everything. everything German.
Wow.
And this is this. Because the woman, she did live,
Well,
but he wasn't very a cold person, no. Even with his girlfriend, she was nice. She was nice.
so, well, thank you that you gave me the scarf, and it's a fascinating story.
Yeah.
And obviously, you went through very interesting time, but also it seemed to be a bit scary with bombing, and you also got to know some of the soldiers, and some of them wasn't so bad, and
Yeah, some they was there because they put him there.
they had to
but
be
they
there.
Don't want to stay
They didn't
there.
want to be.
No.
Well, yeah. Well, they were the smart ones. The smart ones wouldn't want to be at, you know.
There was 2 or 3. One I can remember the name. It was terrible. He wanted to kill people all the time. But he was so nasty. Even then they don't like him. They didn't like him. Even themselves didn't like him. But he was terrible. Anyway, this man, poor man, gave me the cake. He said, what do you say? Will you come to Germany? I say, yes. I said, maybe you can get married. He said, I got a nice nephew. And we laugh. This, he was a wonderful man.
Yes, because German people are quite nice people, really. It's unfortunate what happened.
Well, there was 7. They are nasty. I was afraid to look at them.
Some of them were nasty, yeah.
Oh, they want to kill all the time.
And what was Himmler? Was he like that?
Himmler.
Because he was a dangerous person. I mean, do you?
Yeah, but he doesn't show so much.
Doesn't show so much,
No.
right?
He never even talked. When he was there, he never even talked with his comrade. No.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
He always on the phone. I don't know what he was doing.
So do you? Sorry.
Yeah, the people I was work for, they was quite nice. Only one, he was to criticize this, criticize that. Not of me, but criticize the place because they want this, they want that. But anyway, I had a nice time, you know.
You had a nice time. Wow.
Yeah, because the food, they were nice. Or this servolame, I don't like it. I don't like the servola. And 3 times a week they got the servola. They're quite nice, but it wasn't good for me for the digestion.
Yes.
They knew I was very sick after I ate it. They make a special place. Put some rice, risotto rice,
Yeah.
and they got the beans. Put the beans in the rice, so it was nice. And then in afternoon I have the cake for the poor man.
Oh, nice.
At 4 o'clock he come, he make me a cake, nice. I had a good time, you know, in the war, better than my home.
Right. It was that because you was eating and you was working, and did they actually pay you?
Yeah.
You got paid.
Yeah.
So other people in Milan, they never had work, so they wasn't finding food as easy to find, and
we were very far from the city, you know, like no central city.
right.
Very, you know, outside.
Okay.
Outside, almost outside Milan. And that's it. I work, I have a good time, I've been treated very well. The money, they're very good. I had always present. they give me a nice pen. They give me not the shoes, slipper, German slippers, and then there was a man. He had a shop with the lingerie, and he speak Italian, the man. He say, non posso dare la biancheria, ma ci posso dare the knickers. The nice panties, all in lace. Very nice. I never use it because he got the shop. He got the shop.
Right.
And he was selling the lady and everything from the lady. And I think the wife sent him a parcel. And there was so many then. And there was, maybe she sent this, he said, maybe she sent because to make me happy. Because if he looked the panties, he laughed.
Yes.
See, well, very nice, very nice. The women, they were horrible. Oh, stupid women, stupid.
Lily,
They weren't really nice people.
so
The men, they were better.
right.
Yeah.
So how old was you, if you don't mind me asking? How old was you about?
About 17.
17. Okay.
Yeah,
So now you are 93 years young.
yeah.
Okay. Did you run the marathon this morning?
Marathon?
Did you go out jogging this morning?
Yeah, telling me. My goodness.
So you've got, wow, so that must have been an amazing experience, really.
It was very nice. And
Do you remember any suffering?
no,
You can't recall the suffering, because obviously being next to the officers, you were quite well protected there.
yeah.
But
yeah.
you did hear bombing, you
Yeah.
did hear gunfire, you heard stories about people being killed. Yeah, I mean, you met Hitler, you met Himmler, you met
Yeah.
other officers. You don't remember a guy called von Braun?
I don't know, but
You
there
may
was-
have met him, yeah. But then
There must be there. Oh, but there.
and
there's
who
many.
who was the person who sewed the scarf with the initials?
The wife.
The wife done it for him. So Hitler's wife or his mistress,
Yeah, all the wife, they done
the sewing
the sewing for the husband.
for their husband. Okay.
Yeah.
So
This one, I remember the woman, strange, she asked me for the needle.
she asked you for the needle.
Yeah,
So your needle
yeah,
did
but I
Hitler's.
didn't have the needle.
Okay.
No.
Oh, you didn't have
So
one.
what I done, I say to a lady, have you got a needle? And this woman say, oh yes, yes. So she opened the purse and she took a needle and she gave it to me. And I say, have you got some cotton? No. So when the lady from the Führer, she come every morning. I know she does this. I say, Madam, have you got some cotton? Oh, yes, yes. I got the green cotton wool because we use the green.
Wow.
So she gave me a little bit. And she said, what are you doing? I keep it, I say. I keep it. And she say, I use it a lot because green is the German color.
Okay.
And she does this
She did that.
for all she does this on the scarf for the winter, because it was cold. Everybody got the scarf with the initial.
Wow. So you was about 17 and you're now 93.
Yeah.
And you had a lot of, that must have been, yes, one amazing
But it was
experience. Yes,
nice.
yes.
I can't say,
I mean,
but when they say something, you don't talk, or you say yes, thank you. That's all.
to Hitler,
For everybody.
for all of them.
Yeah, most everybody.
Well, you know, the reason why another reason why this video is good, it's good for history, for people to understand a bit more
Yeah.
about what happened, a bit more about the German soldiers, the Italians,
Yeah,
and yourself, what it was like for yourself going through those times.
yeah.
So this is a good thing to have for historical reference, and for other people to hear your story. I think it's an amazing story, fascinating story, very interesting. And I really appreciate you talking to me today
Yeah.
about this. I mean, if there's anything else that you remember.
No, I remember the woman. Oh, Hitler. Someone shot at him.
Someone shot at him.
Shot at him. He shot. I don't know if it's in the arm or it's in the leg.
Oh, they shot him.
They shot him, but not very. Just took something.
Right, right. Just, you mean it just sort of never went inside him, just
Yeah.
past.
No, on the on the arm.
On the arm.
On the leg.
Okay.
And it was next to his place. So the lady, when she screaming, she went when she see him. She went mad. She said, "But why they have to do this?" But I said, "It's war.
Yes,
It's
yes.
war." She said to me, "Could you make me a cup of coffee?" I said, "Of course." So we have coffee. And this poor man waiting for a doctor. So the doctor said, "Oh, sacre cow." He was shot, he said.
Was that swearing?
Swearing.
Sorry, guys.
Sacre cow.
Oh, oh.
And this man, he was paralyzed, he couldn't speak, but he was crying further.
Right.
And so it gave a big injection. After this injection, he calmed down. He calmed down.
Right.
And the next day, I went. The next day, I saw the lady. I said, "How is it?" He said, "Well, the bandage, you see, they tried to shut him, and some skin of the leg has come off, and they done something. But he have to be away for only 5 days because it's too fresh." That's it. After 5 days, I see coming limping, but it was coming out, limping, coming out. And the first time, he said to me, "Thank you."
Okay, so Hitler said thank you.
I say, "But what first, sir? Because to keep my I don't know if called special name, company, because she was very upset."
Oh, you kept his wife company.
Yeah. I say, "But sir, if the wife needs some comfort or something, tell me, because I am here."
Hmm.
Thank you. No, Anchuligum. I remember that, Anchuligum. Yeah.
So they run away. You got Hitler's scarf. You got a whistle, and you ran home. I mean, did you go straight home, or was there other people taking things from the building?
All the German, they went out. The women, they leave everything, and they went out. Out. They left the place empty with stuff. And we didn't know what to do with the stuff. But nobody touched the stuff. And after the place was empty, and Führer, he had a car, but this car, it was all open, a big car.
Yes.
It was not shut, it was all open. And him and her together, they say, they like that. And they went. And then I knew something happened. I don't know if they were killed or what. After a while, I think they were killed, yeah.
I heard stories that Hitler committed suicide.
No, they killed him. No suicide.
And other people say that he escaped to Argentina.
No, not true. He was there.
Some people say that he committed suicide. Some people say that Hitler escaped to South America. And you're saying, are you sure that's Hitler? Hitler.
Of course.
You're saying that he got killed.
Yeah, he got killed. Yeah. They
Okay.
were trying to escape in the car, but they killed him and killed her. They were together.
That's what you heard. Okay, so wow, that's interesting. I heard different stories. So, and then Hitler escaped. Himmler as well ran away.
I don't know about Himmler, but Himmler, I didn't care if they shot him. He deserved, because he was all killing people for what?
Yes, yes.
The other people, they never mentioned people.
So everyone ran away, and
Yeah.
and there was a lot of things left in the building where you worked in. You managed to get his scarf and his whistle.
Yeah.
And what did you do? Did you just go home after that?
Yes, I took this. I was on the first floor, and I saw the car coming, so I went downstairs to say hello, bye. And he threw
The scarf.
the head.
Oh, he threw his hat.
There,
Yes, yes.
And he had a stick. He threw the stick and the head, and this. And he took the jacket off. And he went with the jacket off. But he kept the jacket. But
Yes,
he
yes,
wasn't
yes.
on the jacket, he took it off the jacket.
Okay.
And he threw away this.
Okay. And then obviously you had to go home then.
Yeah.
So you was without work.
Well, we stayed there for a while to look in the room. And there was, they had, people say, well, we put it in the box. We mustn't touch it.
The
What
people's
is-
things, the soldiers' things.
We put it in, we did. We had the trunk, we put all the 7 trunk, all the stuff. And we don't know what happened. And this man said that they will come and to collect it.
Right.
Well,
Wow, amazing, interesting story, Lily. I really appreciate you
yeah.
telling me the story.
But, you know, we think, sometimes I'm asking, why he won the war? Why? But you can talk to him. He's not a man, he could talk. He don't want to be asked.
Yeah.
You will say good morning, good evening, what you want for it, like that. But he didn't like it. That's it.
So some people say that the people that wanted the war, they funded both sides. They funded the British, they funded the Germans, and it was the same people that funded both sides to get people to kill each other.
Yeah,
I mean, millions died in that war, horrific war,
yeah,
and you lived through that. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, wow, your story's amazing, Lily. Your name is Leda Webb. Lily is like how we call you. I really appreciate you sharing your story, especially in these times now that we've got this virus in London. I mean, how is the virus affecting you?
Well,
I mean, you've been told to stay at home, don't go anywhere.
yeah, because it's contagious.
It's contagious. Even I'm wearing all my stuff, my
Yeah.
gloves, my mask. And, well, yes, you must take care of yourself. And anyway, I mean, I thought it'd be a good idea to take our minds off of what's going on now with all the virus. And I mean, you're hearing very horrific stories about people in Spain. I don't know if you've heard about stories of people in Spain.
Italy, so many people dying.
I'm sorry, and obviously you have family and you have friends in Italy, and
No, in Italy I finished. I haven't got no friends. See, yes, my sister-in-law is at work.
many people in the UK have been affected by the virus. So I really appreciate you talking to me today, and obviously, you know, sharing your story would be a good.
I can see these people. I can see this man. He was crying because he missed. I say, I am here. I don't know why they call me here,
Hello, Sinbad.
but they have to say yes.
Sinbad's got big, huh?
Yeah.
Hello, Sinbad. Hello, Sinbad. Sinbad. Meow. Well, yes. Well, I think we're going to end the video, and thank you for sharing your story, and thank you for giving me the scarf as well. I really appreciate that, and but thank you very much. Last time I'm going to say that, but I really, you know, it's very good for people to know,
Yeah.
for history. You know,
Yeah.
you were somewhere where you saw these things. I mean, I'm, you know, I've never been in a war situation before, and it's very, very good to record.
But in that war, a lot of men, they were scared.
A lot of men were scared. Well, of course. I mean,
They were scared, and there was one very fat, very tall, and when I look, I have to look like that. He laughed. He said, someone shrunk you. Yeah, because I was smaller. And he said, I got a girl. She's very tall. Well, of course, I am tall. It's a discussion. And the problem is, it's too expensive when you're tall, because the shoes, they're big, the dress, he was talking, the dress, they are large. And she say, I never know to make her happy. She's never happy than what she found for herself. A man like that tell me this.
yes.
He was nice, he speak French.
Okay, Lily. We're going to end the video there. Thank you for your time. And, you know, and here we have this situation. You know, you've lived through that. God willing, we're going to live through this. We're going to be fine. And, you know, do you want to just say a bye-bye for the video?
Bye.
Okay. Thanks, guys, for watching. Take care. God bless.